listening to the CubeCast.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the CubeCast. Here today, Christy's back in this episode. So we got Christy, myself, Tom, and we're here with Krystian. And super awesome to have you here.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah,
really, thank you. You're so busy. Like, I really appreciate your time right now. So thanks. Can't wait to get to talk to you. It's great.
Go.
I know it's a little later there than here, but
A little bit.
We'll get through it. All right. So
yeah. Where to start, hey?
Okay. Well, where to start? Okay. So I have some questions.
Yeah.
So you first blew my mind at Air Whip. I didn't know what you were, what kind of discovery you came out of, and I've been following you ever since on my personal Instagram. And on my personal Instagram, I always ask you to take off your shirt. But on my business account, I'm really professional, just to let you know. But wow, you did Air Whip, Fig, and this was your third Red Bull, but first time winning?
Third one, second one competing.
Yeah.
The first one winning, yeah.
Right on.
Wow.
Well, congratulations on all that. Like, you deserve it.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Thank
Yeah. So you've been training for 10 years, is it?
Yeah, 10 years this year.
And how old are you now? Like
Oh.
29 or something?
23.
Oh, whatever. Good for you.
Yeah.
Pretty young, yeah.
What got
So-
you into training?
It's actually kind of funny story. Like when I was in primary school, there was that one guy doing a front flip off a few stairs. He landed on his bum, and I was like, "Yo, that's cool." And I was always like active child, so I was like climbing trees, doing some small jumps, like the usual kid stuff. And then I was like, maybe I should try to do that front flip too. So I trained a bit. I did it off of the same stairs, landed the same way, exactly on my ass, and then somehow we got to know each other and we started training together, and that's how it started basically. He dropped out, but I kept training.
Wow. And if that didn't happen,
Huh?
you'd be in a captain right now.
That would be fucked up, I think. Like I think I'm pretty lucky I found this out because I'm from like a small village. Like the place where I was born is like 16 houses there. No shop, no anything, like
Wow.
nothing. Completely.
A
No
little gold
spots
mine.
at all as well. Like the only spots I had there was like a field of grass, one tree, one small rooftop, and like a one rail. That would be it.
That's all you need, apparently.
I guess.
What an inspiration.
So
Yeah,
I guess
it's pretty cool.
you already had access to like watching a lot of other parkour videos then.
No, for the first 2 years, I think we still didn't have like an internet, so I didn't watch that much. But
Oh, wow.
then yes, then I started watching. I went for a first parkour event in Poland after like 4 years of training, I think. And after that, it was just like rolling.
Nice.
Wow. So does Poland have a bunch of smaller communities then? Or is it common for there to be a lot of smaller towns or?
I feel like before it used to be a bit better. Like there was more events, more stuff going on. Like we even had some small competitions. Now after COVID, it's hard to tell as well. But there's still few events happening, but not that much as it used to be. But there is quite a lot of people jumping, so that's cool.
Good. Yeah, right on. Cool. Do you
Thank you.
think there might be somebody in your community that might be up and coming?
There's few people that are like really, really good, and I would love to see them on competitions like outside of Poland actually.
Sweet.
But I don't know, it's just not happening. Like I feel they could already do that, but they're like, nah, it's too much. I think I'm not too good, but they're fucking amazing. So
It's that imposter syndrome, hey?
could be, but it will happen, pretty sure.
Good.
Yeah, I mean I'd say you're probably a pretty good role model then for all the success you've had already. Like, you're just from a small village, like you said, like people can do this, right?
Of course.
It's just the
Yeah,
time.
they
People
can,
just gotta put in the time.
Exactly.
yeah.
Much like most things. So, Christian, there was like a time I think you were talking about like you had some injury with your back and your ankle. Was your back after Red Bull or was it before? And
Before,
yeah,
fuck, I had so many injuries.
yeah. How's
So
that going
many.
today?
Now I'm feeling good. Like I still have a bulging disc in my back.
Oh fuck, yeah, I've had
Oh,
one of those.
Yeah, so it's not really good, but now it's getting better. I feel like it's healing. I can jump normally. I feel like 100% again,
Good,
which is
good.
cool. I still get like some back pain sometimes, but it's not really often. And I think me and my osteopathist, that's how we call it, I think. It's like a
Mhm.
physio, but like a level upper.
hmm.
And we figured it out. It was from overtraining because I was training a lot, like really a lot. And
Oh,
then my back started to hurt a little bit. Then I got COVID, and it got way worse.
oh, really?
And
Really?
yeah, so it got to the point that I couldn't bend. Like I was laying in my bed for like 2-3 months. It was pretty like a rough time for me.
Shit,
But then
man.
I started like walking, running a bit, uh, doing like small parkour,
Yeah.
and then it went better. It was the last winter,
Mm.
so I could jump like 60%, maybe something like that in spring. And then 3 weeks before Out of Motion, I was doing just like a normal side flip, and my back felt like I just destroyed something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was again the same moment. I was like, "Fuck! I think I'm not gonna compete because I couldn't bend again." And
Wow.
I went to my osteopathist, and he told me like, "It's kind of risky, but we can try to fix it on time. Then you can compete, but then you will have to take like 3 months break." I was like, "Okay, let's try." And I even messaged Red Bull saying like, "I will still compete, but don't expect me to do much because my back still hurts."
Yeah.
And it went in a good way, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah,
Like worried about not competing and then go on to win.
yeah, that's pretty fucked up actually because I had like two training sessions before Out of Motion. Before that, I wasn't training for like 3 weeks, so that's pretty cool.
Wow.
So would you say that would be like mind over matter? Like you drilled yourself enough in your head, like in this time off that you knew what you wanted and it was one of those things that you achieved and then you just had to send your body through it when, the timer bell went?
Mm, I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
I was like, there was a lot of other shit going on in my family life when I was at Art of Motion, so I wasn't really in the mood as well. But
Mm.
I was like, okay, I need to focus on the contest. I think I can do well. I was like, let's do the first run nice and clean in my style. And if I pass to the finals, I just want to go hard as fuck.
Fuck.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
And it happened.
Nice. Well, that says a lot for taking some time off while, training, not due to like being sick or anything. And I'm glad you did get better, but I
Yeah.
never thought that would be like a side effect of having COVID is like stiffness or a problem getting worsened. And
Mm.
shout
Yeah.
out to your was it your
I
Osteopath?
doctor?
don't know in English, osteopath,
Oh,
osteopath.
your
Yeah.
osteo. Shout out to him. Like if we didn't have you, then.
He's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he saved my career more than once.
Good. We'll put him on the payroll.
He's a really nice guy as well. So I'm really happy to have him in my life. And we actually met by accident as well. So that's
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
cool because I used to work in like a trampoline park, and I had like
Oh.
a kinesio tape. That's how we call it,
Yep.
on my ankle, and there was like a one girl with I think it was her brother just jumping on trampolines doing stuff, and I was playing with that kid, and she asked me about my ankle, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I fucked it up quite a few times, and it's not getting better." And she was also a physiotherapist, so she
Mhm.
said like, "Oh, maybe you could come over, we can check it, maybe I can help you." I'm like, "Yeah, why not? Let's go."
Yeah.
So I went to her place. He checked the ankle, and he was like, "Oh, it's looking pretty bad. I cannot help you, but I know a guy who might help you." And that's how I met that guy.
Wow.
I was lucky, really lucky.
Really, really are lucky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can only imagine what's going to happen in your future. Like,
Yeah, you could. Sounds like a movie building
Kinda.
up to the
yeah.
to the victory.
Speaking of movies, like you and Jason Paul and Silky are putting together. Is it a Red Bull video? Is that
Yeah,
dropping anytime soon?
it's a Redbull project. I think it might drop this year, but I'm not really sure. Like
Hmm.
in coming months, yeah. We spent like a week in an amusement park. I think that's how we call it in Germany, and we were shooting some stuff on like a really big roller coaster. It's gonna be pretty sick.
Oh man.
And it was my first time on a roller coaster. It's
Oh,
fucking
really?
scary.
Isn't
It's
it?
so
Your whole
scary.
heart just dropped. Like,
I had to take the ride like 5 or 6 times, and the first time I just couldn't breathe. I was like,
so that adrenaline, right? That's what we miss in our sport. Like that big drop, that big. I gotta do it 5 more times. Like I don't experience that ever. So it's like really hard for us to get that going in our bodies again. So congratulations to
yeah.
that.
It was really scary, but
Good.
after a few times, it was fun. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I would almost think it'd be the opposite. Like parkour would be so much more scary than going on a roller coaster. You're all strapped in and safe.
But it's not right for some reason. It's not for us.
yeah. The car's tossing you around. I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
It's scary.
So speaking of your injury and Red Bull being a sponsored athlete, that do they have other kind of healthcare professionals that help you with things that guide you,
There's
on
like an
recovery?
there's like an athlete performance center in Austria, and I was supposed to go there after Art of Motion, but my back is better, so I don't need to. But they are like they offered me help a few times, but I have the guy, the
Right.
osteopath, and I trust him like 100%. I don't know if I would let touch my back to anybody else.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but yeah, Red Bull offered me help quite a few times.
Cool.
So
Oh, that's
that's
awesome.
cool.
That's always good to hear.
I think at one point I will actually accept the offer and go to that performance center because it's not only like uh, physio stuff and checking you, but they can actually help you improve your performance, like a lot of things. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like they'll get you to do squats or chin ups or do a bunch of lunges, and they'll see where your weaknesses in your muscle. So they'll target exercises or stretches or whatnot to
Yeah,
to activate that specifically. Even if it's like if electrodes, they put A to B electrodes and they shock that deep muscle tissue. Blah blah blah. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but yeah. But something like that. There
they
is
do
like
this
actual
stuff. Yeah.
camps for that. Yeah. Yeah. It's very 3D. It's very out of this realm. So that's on my days off. I do that stuff. Yeah, but something similar to that, I would imagine, right? Cool. Speaking about Red Bull, jeez, you're a pretty cool person to research. Like flow parks, is that one thing? Like that's sick. Is that where most of your videos are coming from nowadays?
Not most of them, but we have a lot of flow parks in Poland. It's basically like a brand that is building parkour parks, and the guy who is like the owner, he's my good friend as well, and he used to do, and he's still doing parkour as well. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
And yeah, we've been working together for like 5 years, maybe 6 years, something like that.
that's
Yeah, so that's
exciting.
pretty cool.
That is really cool. And Under Armour, like
We do some stuff sometimes.
that's
It's like
weird.
it's not like a sponsorship. We just do stuff sometimes.
That's
Hmm.
so cool. And like fashion line too. Like
Yeah.
you're like parkour's David Beckham.
Uh,
That's super cool. Like really.
yeah, it's
How
not always been like that, but I like it this way, I guess.
how was that when
Pretty-
going from just training, for fun to now getting these work opportunities and sponsorships? Is
Mm,
that
it it took a while actually, like
Yeah.
really really long time. But when I was training, I never thought like I thought, but it wasn't my goal to make money off of parkour. I was like,
Right.
I just love parkour. I want to train as much as I can. I want to get better. And there was not even like, I want to be the best. I didn't care about that. And I still don't. I just like to train. And that was the main goal for like most of the time. And I started living off of parkour like 70, no. After 7 years of training, I think.
So just
I was
recently.
doing like some small stuff, so like teaching classes, doing workshops, like getting some small sponsorships and stuff like that. But it wasn't enough to like sustain like full parkour athlete living, let's
Mm.
say.
Right.
Uh, uh, but yeah, it's been nice. I like it this way. Like I really like to do like commercials, do competitions. It's pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah, you can tell you how you bring that attitude to your style. Like you're just there to have fun and sick flow. It's not really like who can do better than the other one. It's like, oh, can you try this? Yeah, I can try that. Can you try this with something adding on to it? And it just seems like it brings that common community, you know, just being around one another and doing that. You know what I mean? Like you can
Yeah,
totally tell when you're taking a video. That's what's happening. It's great.
thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I actually enjoy the most. Like just jumps with friends, and I think that's
hmm
still it was the best part of parkour for me for like a long time, and it still is, and I think it will remain this way.
Well, so that brings me to my next question. Do you like training in groups or by yourself, solo?
Mm. I used to train a lot by myself because I'm from that small village, and I
Mm-hmm.
was
Right.
living there. Wait, let me think. From 20, I started training 2011, and I was living there till 2015, I think. So I trained most of the time by myself. Now it's like a mix. Sometimes I train with people, sometimes I train with myself. It depends how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling like jumping, just hanging around with friends, then of course I will jam with people. But if I'm feeling like I want to train, then
Yeah,
I go myself. I go by myself.
I
And
get you.
if I'm feeling like, let's say, angry or something, I train myself. I train by myself. Like those
Yeah.
are the best sessions I have.
When you're mad, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I have so much energy. That's
really,
pretty
really.
sick.
And then you get drained so fast too. It's like you're throwing everything into that whatever you're trying to do, trying to bang it off, right? No, I get those. They make you a better person, those angry sessions, right?
Again, please. Again, please. Didn't get it.
Oh, so it makes you a better person with those angry sessions, you know what I
I
mean?
think so. Yeah.
Let out some steam.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious then about since parkour is kind of about having fun. That's really the core of it. And FIG competitions, obviously, they're used to organizing gymnastics events, right? Which are tend to be very serious, not so much about fun,
Mm.
just about more winning traditionally. So how is that being there for like a FIG parkour event? Do you find it still like has that light kind of more fun feeling, or is it a more serious type
Mm.
of event they're trying to do?
It's a hard question as well. I feel like it depends of who is at the event, like what people
Okay.
are competing. But I didn't feel like I was at three FIG events. I think the three or two. I can't really remember.
Yeah.
But all of the events were pretty fun. Like nobody was thinking just about the winning. We were still having fun, helping each other with the lines. Of course, everybody wants to win, right?
Of
But
course, yeah.
it still had that like community vibe. I think. Yeah,
Sweet.
I'm not like against or uh, I don't agree. I'm like, if there is an opportunity for me to live off of parkour, I want to use it.
Right.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna fault anyone for that.
No doubt, yeah.
Um, yeah, because I mean, even I guess when you started 10 years ago, you likely remember everyone was just against all competition
Yeah, yeah.
in general, right? And then it
Yep.
was like, well, Red Bull, okay, they're okay. Air Whip, okay, that's okay. NAPC, but then the FIG was a big one, right? Like people really didn't like that.
Mm, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe do you think that's just the next kind of stage of just
Hmm.
accepting outside companies or
Hmm.
outside organizers? Just part of parkour's progression here?
Could be. Like, I don't know. Really,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's still a lot of people against it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand, like, I understand both sides, but I don't stand on either.
Fair
That's a
enough.
good
Yeah.
place to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah. It's like when I go watch a soccer game, and I relate it to soccer because it comes up the most. But if I watch soccer, people are like, "Oh, who are you cheering for?" I'm like, "Well, the winner."
Yeah, I mean, and there is a certain point, right? It's like why you're going to be kind of bogging your brain down a little bit with this thinking about it when all you really want to be doing is training, right?
Showing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Leave it to the older people who aren't jumping around to deal with the politics.
There you go. Isn't that the truth? Do you find there is politics in parkour?
Yeah, like the stuff with fake for sure, I guess.
Yeah, but besides that, like in community or see at other tournaments as well.
What do you mean?
Like say like after winning Red Bull, was there a lot of politics after that within the community? Like or was it just not even, did you even see that? Was it even like a thing?
Like, no
Mm,
one giving you negative
no,
reactions
no.
or
I feel like I didn't experience that, but I know they were
Good.
talking a lot about second and third place because Ed had like a higher flow than Archie, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And
Mm.
I personally was like, I think I don't agree, but it is what it is. It's the judge's decision, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It's just the way
But
it
there
goes.
was
Like
also like small difference in points, so
different
yeah, that's
styles,
very,
everything.
very
Yeah.
close.
yeah,
And that's got to be a hard job, honestly. I would not
yeah, of
like
course.
judging that, and then as the event goes on and more people do their runs, and then it's all subjective comparison,
Mm,
really, right? Like
True that.
you can judge someone better after a few other people go.
yeah, and it's also pretty hard to judge parkour. Like, how would you judge difficulty? Let's say, okay,
Mhm.
this is difficult to me, but not for to that person. It's pretty hard. So I really respect the judges. I don't
Yeah.
agree with
Yeah.
everything, but I don't have to.
Good
Right.
call. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the other side of it, right? Yeah. No, good call on that. True. Like, any kind of twisting could be easy for you, but Bob Reese isn't, for example, I don't know if this is for sure, I'm just saying, maybe he's not the best at twists, and that's where is it difficult for him? Yeah. Is it for you? No. Well, how do you rate that difficulty,
It's
right?
pretty subjective, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I agree with that. Yeah.
Either way, lots of fun to watch.
I was just thinking that, Tom. I was just thinking that.
How was it actually competing on those boats? Was it
Pretty
sh-
sick.
was it shaky? Like, was there much movement in the water for those, or?
Not really. After like when I heard about the event, they're gonna set up the boats and do the contest there. I was like, maybe no. I was kind of skeptical about it. Yeah,
Really?
that it's gonna move a bit and stuff like that. But at the end, it wasn't at all. There was that one spot where he was the one boat, he was the second boat,
Mm-hmm.
and it was moving a bit. So the distance between the gap was changing,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was changing, but like by a lot, like 1 meter. So
Wow.
that's pretty a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
That's
say
significant.
you start running, you take off, and then you see, oh, it's further, or oh, it's closer. So you
Oh
could fall
shit.
into the water pretty easily. But it was going slow, so you could see that actually. It wasn't a big problem, and I really loved the setup. To be honest, it was pretty packed, so pretty small setup, and I find myself better at small packed setups than like
Cool.
big.
Ah,
So for me, it was okay. But I know a lot of people had like, how do you call it, problems with adapting to the space.
yeah.
Uh, it's pretty different from like your usual type of setup on a contest, right?
No doubt.
But it was fun for
Yeah.
everybody, I think. was fun.
Yeah.
And that is a skill too, right? Like just being able to adapt kind of quickly to a new environment, right? Like that's gonna maybe point out strengths in some people's training or weaknesses in others.
Yeah, true. The
Not
one
that
thing
we're
I
training on
like,
boats a lot.
the one thing that they could like improve would be the bars, I think, because the bars were kind of like they were just okay, but there
Just
was
to
no like a
start.
proper bar where you could like fully swing. But beside that, everything was cool. I liked it.
Like a
Yeah.
solid high bar in the beginning or something like that, or off the side of the boat or something, you know.
Or between the boats,
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Cool. You
Maybe
know,
the next.
I
We give
thought it
Red
was
Bull
really
ideas here.
I thought it was really neat because like if you're as guilty as I am, who doesn't go to an airport or on a boat or a yacht, whatever, train, and you see the possibilities of what you can do, and then you actually get people throwing down solid vaults and solid landings and nice bars everywhere, and you're like, okay, so this is what I've actually dreamed of, and someone made it come true on a boat. So what's next? A train? Like, oh,
There was that one video of Jason doing like a
yeah,
lines on a
Yeah.
driving train.
I do remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, was that
Pretty sick too.
was that a Red Bull thing too? Was that a Red
Yeah,
Bull?
yeah,
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
like athlete
Yeah.
project.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, Red Bull do some sick stuff.
What is up with that? Like, geez, good for them.
Well, it's nice. Any like just these crazy ideas. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Did you see the last video of Pasha? Like a Red Bull project with the paintball. That's how you call it.
Ping
Thingy.
pong.
Yeah.
Or no,
Pinball.
pinball. Yeah,
Paintball.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was pretty sick.
I was talking to Tom about that the other day, and what a great idea! You're the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like people don't even realize how hard it is. It
Oh,
doesn't look hard when Pasha does it, but it is pretty hard.
well, he's a freak of nature. Let's be real. Like,
It's Pasha.
yeah, exactly. You expect no less from him, right? Like,
Yeah.
That
but
was
yeah,
filmed on like a 45-degree wall, right? Like you really are constantly
Yeah.
sliding down and on your side, trying
he's
to
so
like
fun. Yeah.
perfect person for that though.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if anyone's like he's been rolling up 45-degree angle walls for
All
a
the time.
decade.
Concrete. At least this one's pretty smooth and nice. I have a question actually. Since we started this podcast, we talked about seasonal change. Since Christian's in Poland and we're in Winnipeg, we're pretty familiar with cold. So, like during the winter season, how do you train? Like, do you do like a calisthenics, weights, or do you like offset with something else? Do you have another sport you like to play?
Mm, Usually, how it looked like before, it was that spring, summer, and autumn, I was just jumping a lot. And in winter, I was doing more conditioning, more stretching,
Hmm.
more of this kind of stuff. I was still jumping, but less than in the season. I don't have plans for this winter yet, but I guess I will go to the gym and do some stuff again.
Yeah.
I need to start stretching again because I fucked it up for like last year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd recommend yoga if you have a place around there to encourage you into that, because they really like to hold a stretch, and it's like after a 2 to 5 minute, your actual muscles start to, take comfort in gravity and kind of let go a little bit more. So it really helps me over the winter if it could help you.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you have a preference between bodyweight training, like calisthenic stuff, or weightlifting? Do you
I don't like
do
weight
weightlifting?
lifting.
No?
No,
No, it's boring. It's just boring.
I get
Yeah.
it.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I understand why people do it, of course, but it's been always like that for me. It's been just boring.
I think a lot of parkour people have that in common.
Mm,
You know, it's like
could be.
it's the fun and movement. It's people probably do the weightlifting just so they can keep doing the fun stuff,
Yeah,
right?
just
More
like
of
the
a
cows.
longevity thing.
I agreed. Do you got anything coming up, Christian?
Mhm. What do you mean?
Well, like so we were just talking about winter. Like, do you have any projects beside the Red Bull one?
Mhm. Yeah, we're gonna show one in Finland, I think, at the beginning of December.
Cool.
And I just ended the call before I started the podcast with you, with Nico. We were discussing another athlete project as well, but I can't tell you anything about
Nice.
it.
Okay, Josh,
Top secret.
don't tell us anymore. I want to be excited.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, good luck with that. Wow.
doing
Good.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's good to be busy, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any travel plans then? Nothing set in stone yet?
Let me think. Yeah, I have like a one job in Germany soon, and then there's like Project Underground in UK. It's like a parkour event with small contest as well. So I'll be going there. But beside that, I don't think I'm gonna have much things during the winter because I don't want to.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
just
right
want
on.
to chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Call your own shots. Good for you.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Everyone, you need time to recuperate, strengthen up, come
Play some
back at it,
Yeah.
play some games, come back at it harder in the
Exactly.
summer, right?
Speaking of which games do you currently play and what got you hooked on gaming?
I was a gamer before parkour.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play a lot of games. Like most of the games I enjoy, they're like story-driven games. So let's say The Witcher, Cyberpunk,
Cool.
Red Dead Redemption, all that kind of stuff. Like I like different genres. That's how I call it.
That's right. Yeah.
But with a good story, I really enjoy a good story. But recently, after that Red Bull project with Riot as well, when we shot the Valorant project, I don't know if you've seen it.
Uh-huh.
I read something actually really quick on it, but I wasn't too sure what that project was.
It's like the game is like a FPS shooter, like Counter Strike, but a bit different. So I've been playing that a lot recently.
Oh, yeah,
Of course.
I
yeah.
got hooked up after the project. Yeah.
Good some downtime, right?
So, what's your favorite game then for like RPGs?
Mm, Red Dead Redemption, I think. Red
Yeah,
Dead Redemption. Yeah, that was an amazing game, and The Witcher.
yeah. Those ones I had for a while, but it was over quarantine, the first COVID quarantine that I played The Witcher 3. That was a
Oh,
great game.
yeah, I
That
heard
was a
lots of
great
things
game.
about
Right?
that.
Did you read the books?
I never got into the books. I think it was when the show actually came out that I got
Mhm.
back into the game.
Mm.
There's books.
What I would recommend, yeah, the books were
Yeah.
first, and then there was a game. So what I would recommend is to read the books and then play the game because the game is like a continuation of the story from the books,
Oh, awesome.
which
Right.
is pretty sick. Yeah, the show was okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad.
What's the series of? Is it like a 5, 3, 7, or
Mm.
8? Why am I doing multiples?
What?
Like,
But
is it
it
a
was,
series, a set?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
on Netflix.
I know, but the books aren't they like come in a set of 4 or
there's like 8 books, I think.
8? There you go. Okay.
8.
Oh, I see.
Just like a few pages kind of thing, or are they like quite a novel?
They're like 300,
Oh
400
yeah, okay.
pages. Really big, but the books are really good,
Okay,
really
cool.
well written. So
Well, I'm on this really book craze and I can't stop. I wake up every morning and I come down into my podcast space here and I bang off a couple pages of my books and it's really I don't know what happened. Like, you turn 47 and then your whole life changes. So yeah, I'll look into it. I'll message you how far I get with the books.
One thing I'm always curious about gamers or parkour gamers. Do you ever get frustrated playing games with movement where you go like, I could do this easier in real life?
I never thought about it actually. No, I don't think so.
No. Like sometimes the mechanics of things, it's like, oh, this would be easier if I could just do it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know what you mean, yeah, but I think I'm one of these people that it's really hard to piss off, so
Oh yeah.
I guess
good.
that's why I'm not raging. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you play enough FPS games, that might change.
Yeah, I started and I can see I can see what you mean. Yeah. I started a bit like being just angry at my teammates, like what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault, right? I'm the best one here.
Yeah.
But it's
Just
not
so
often. It's like just when people do dumb stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
they're blaming the internet connection or your
Oh yeah,
controller. It's the
Why are
controller.
you shooting me? Why are you shooting me?
I ran out of mouse pad space. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
Also, you're more of a PC gamer than, hey?
Yeah, yeah. I never had the console, but I really want to get the PS5 because there's like a lot of good story-driven games on
Oh,
PS,
cool.
and I really want to get that. But
I
maybe
would
next year.
I would recommend it. I mean, I have a PS4 and yeah, great console. The games PlayStation puts out are excellent story-driven games.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you gonna is something like pro gaming or like making appearances of Red Bull type things a possibility at all? That's something you want to pursue at all?
What do you mean? Like being a pro gamer?
Pro gamer, maybe streaming in your downtime?
Nah, not really. But ask me that 1 year later.
Yeah, yeah,
Ask
Yeah,
me
true,
that.
exactly. Yeah, I get it.
Then we'll see. Because I got really hooked up on Valorant, and I'm getting like better and better. So I think maybe one day I will compete in that as well. Who knows?
That's hilarious.
Because I mean, it's perfect, right, for like a pro athlete. You gotta sit and recover sometimes, right? Gaming is a good time filler.
I see where this is going.
But it's also a lot of sitting, so it's not really good for my back. So I need to take care of that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to get up
And this
every
is
once in a
why
while.
I don't game. I don't have time to relax that much.
Mm.
Yeah, gaming is becoming a little bit of a distant memory.
I
Too
see the
busy.
twinkle in your eye, Tom. I know you want to play.
Yeah, actually I gotta go right now. I'm gonna go play.
Yes, I'm on hold.
Wicked. Um, so I guess we didn't really talk too much about coaching, right? Um, you were very self-taught.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I've never had a coach, and I don't want any.
no,
Nice.
I'm
yeah.
better by
I
myself.
mean, at this point, I don't think it's needed.
I feel like I could definitely gain something from a good coach, but I like the one thing I value the most in my life is freedom, and I really like to just do what I feel like doing.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. Yeah, and that's what I feel like parkour gives oneself is the freedom to not be blocked by obstacles. It's like I constantly say in my neighborhood, it's like, oh, there's a speed bump in your way. Well, you can vault this way. You can do this. You can step over it. You can. Hey, what? Why don't you go back over the speed bump and back over and back over? Why don't you make the speed bump your bitch? You know, kind of thing, right?
Mm,
Yeah. So I see things like that in life too. It's like, man, bring it on. You're like
mm.
at the freedom. Like I'm gonna go over this fence and go into my neighbor's yard because I can't get my like hacky sack that went over there, kind of thing. Like I'm not a blubbering fool trying to go over like a 5 foot fence, kind of thing, right? So
It's
like you
pretty
do
cool
have
when you realize that you can actually do this, and for some people it's like unbelievable, right?
bonkers. You're blowing their minds.
Yeah.
What did you just
Yeah.
do? You got over this fence that quickly? Can you do it again? Can I get it on video? Pfft, come on.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize their own potential for sure. But yeah, you can do it. You can do it too.
Yeah, that's what I love about the sport. Is the potential in it
It's
oneself.
pretty cool because it has like a low entry point. You don't need any expensive clothing, any expensive shoes. You don't need anything actually. You can just go barefoot.
You need one of these. You need a
Yeah,
brain and the
yeah.
willingness to use it. No, seriously. Like I didn't get into parkour later on in life, and man, if I got into it when I was your age, bonkers. But thankfully, I did get into it actually. So it consumes me. I apply it to my everyday, and I love bringing it and telling other people. I just posted this video, Tom. I banged off this one timer, and I've been dreaming about it. And this guy rides by on a bike. He says, "What do you call that? Free running?" And I'm like, "That's it." I wanted somebody to see somebody else do free running so that they even knew what it was. That it's
Mm.
possible that this person they didn't even know just did this thing one time, and they actually knew what it was, and boom, it's happening in the city. People are doing it. You know,
That's
it's
cool, yeah.
such a good, yeah, you know that feeling. Come on, you know that feeling. Yeah, totally.
So one thing I'm always curious about with people, especially, I mean, you want a Red Bull event, so your like mental processing of challenges has got to be pretty good. Do you find like have a certain process for breaking down new skills or challenges when things seem scary, or is it something you don't think about too much?
Mm, at the beginning, it was fun because I didn't train with anybody, right? So I just saw like a video of somebody doing, let's say, a congainer. I was like, oh, yo, that's cool. And I didn't know if it's hard or if it's easy. I just knew you need a backflip and a Kong, and that's it, right? So I was
Right.
just trying it. It didn't end up well, exactly this one, because I like KO'd myself
Yeah,
on one try.
that
But I
happens.
was trying a lot of stuff without really thinking if it's hard or not, and that helped a lot, definitely. And now it's like I'm not getting really scared of any challenges that much, but I don't do big jumps, big parkour stuff. I do
Mm-hmm.
lashes, but they are not that scary. But with flips, I feel like I'm only scared of those where your head is like this close to the
Mm,
obstacle, but those are also one of my favorites,
Yeah, I
which is
noticed
right.
that. I'm like, what are you talking about? It is freaky how low you go with those. Like,
Yeah.
and your hands always come up. They always come up, which is great. So you know
yeah.
what you're doing. Like,
Yeah, but I'm trying to break some challenges like flips especially. But
hmm
when I feel I'm ready, I'm just doing it because I know I'm ready. If I'm not, I'm just like, okay, let's do that later.
right.
And
No rush.
it worked so far.
Right. So just do the like break things down, start going for it, and just if you're comfortable, you just start able to say, yeah, like I'm gonna commit.
Yeah, yeah. And if it's not working, and just leaving it for another day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also like getting really bored easily, so I don't drill stuff that much. Which is a bad thing as well because I really want to get better at twisting, but I don't like to drill, and you need to drill a lot to get like really good twisting.
Yes.
But it's just really hard for me. I do like three things. Then okay, this is cool. Let's do this, and then wow, this is cool. So it's like I'm always jumping from one thing to the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And parkour is such an activity where you can do that all day long. Like
Mm.
there's always something else to be trying.
Yeah, yeah. But I used to drill a lot of basics for like first 6 years of training, which is a
hmm
lot. I was just doing like every session, back flips, front flips, side flips. So I was like getting really comfortable with the feeling. And now I kind of feel like, let's say, normal gainer doesn't really, it's not really that different from a cast gainer. It's the same motion, right? It's just a gainer. And I feel like because I had really good basics, the hard stuff, it's not that hard to me.
Of
You know what I
course.
mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Second
I
nature.
mean, yeah, if you get those basics to yeah, second nature, then you don't have to think about it.
hmm
Yeah,
Just the backflip is like walking.
exactly. Hmm.
Yeah, you know, when you're thinking about that, I was thinking of the neuroscience of it all. Like, could you imagine to get one of those probes on Christian's brain and like to see where his activity is in his head when he does like a congainer? Like it just lights up and it's like, holy cow, it lit up before you even like thought about it, and then he did it and it's like I'll say it here first. There will be a company that's going to approach you and they put one of these things on your heads to see where your brain lights up when you do your tricks. It's going to be the
That
newest
was
thing in
pretty sick.
parkour. Yeah, man. Like seriously, because I've heard neurosurgeons say that about gymnastics people is like to know one's say like bars uneven bars for gymnastics. Um, those people's brains, their synapses are going off. They're firing so crazy. Like their air awareness, their where the bar should be as soon as they go up and throw their toes over. They look over their shoulder, and the bar's there, and they use that momentum, and they're using that in their brain, and it's firing, and it's just amazing what gymnasts can do, let alone like you or anyone at your level kind of thing, right? So I'm sure that's going to be something in the future. We're going to tap into your brain is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
No, it probably will happen. You're a pretty phenomenal character out there. So, and just even talking from you to you, like your goals and how you think about things. It's like it's more for like just for funsies more than like I want to be like have a statue in a park somewhere.
Yeah.
With your name on it, kind of.
I don't care about this shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Leave
talking
it to
about.
somebody else.
Not just all for the glory, hey?
Just for the fun.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Say, like, what else is going on in your life right now?
My
Gaming,
life is
parkour.
super hectic. Like parkour wise, pretty much everything I told you. Like I'm now not training that much. I just came back from Czech Republic. I was there for like a parkour event. I was one of the judges for like a style contest. It was pretty sick. I can tell you that. And we were just jumping, having fun. Too much jumping, definitely, because I was like super sore the second day. I couldn't even walk at the beginning of the day. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's awesome. That's probably not easy to do for you.
But we kept training, which wasn't like the smartest decision ever made. And I remember there was like people just doing like double flyaways off a bar to a crash mat, and I was like, okay, let's go. I want to do one. And my mind just like went off in the air. I went for like a double flyaway, but I somehow did double layout because I forgot to tuck, and I landed like kind of low, and I like sprained my ankle a little bit. Nothing really big. So I'm chilling for like a week, 2 weeks,
Good.
something like that. No jumps.
Yeah. So once you got more, obviously you won Red Bull, you're really popular in the parkour world. What is that like then? Like surely there's people you've trained with now where you have watched their videos where you maybe they're like parkour idols of yours. Is that strange training with those people?
No, not really. For the first time, it was definitely when I started traveling back in like 2016, I think. It was pretty weird and pretty cool to see the people I was watching the videos from. But now it's just okay. Like it's chill. They are my friends, which is pretty fucking cool.
No doubt.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't feel weird training with them now.
That must be pretty amazing though. Seeing like someone break something down in real life.
Oh yeah, that'd be so cool. That reminds me, Tom. Do you have a little hedgehog or something?
Yeah, you want to meet him?
Yeah, let's see him.
Give me a second.
I remember you posting somewhat videos of this little Tucker.
Yeah. Really sick.
And what's his name or her name?
Coco. It's
Coco?
she. Coco.
She?
Yeah.
Coco.
Oh, she's in the tunnel. Wait.
Oh. Great. Let's see this. I'm trying to like look over his camera lens.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really. Oh, wait. She's going out. Oh no, she's here.
Oh, look at this cutie pie. How young is she? Like 2-3 years?
Like a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that thing is so cute.
Yeah. Like running a lot. She's pretty active.
Yeah. I just can't stop looking.
No. I might put her back.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I haven't seen her in a while, so that's why I was asking.
Oh no, she's still there.
Okay.
Should have to feature her on more Instagram posts.
Well, really, they're more into the not the posts, but the other one that's
That's it.
the reels. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe. Let's check this out. This is pretty sick as well. My girlfriend
eating
made it
pizza.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all
on
my
your
favorite
keychain?
things in one. like a
Do you-
hedgehog and a pepperoni.
Do people send you like hedgehog stuff,
Yeah,
Sonic, or anything like that? Yeah, they do.
yeah, they do.
I found these slippers and they reminded me of you, and they're hedgehogs. Cool, thank you. You got a couple more questions there, Tom?
Well, since we're talking about you training with your kind of previous idols that are now your friends, what is that like being around people who are looking up to you now?
Mm.
Is that like a wild experience?
I
Or just
don't
kind
really
of
feel a
regular?
difference. Like, I remember I'm moving a lot from a city to city, right? For different
Yeah.
reasons. But I remember when I moved in 2017 to like a bigger city with a parkour gym. It was a trampoline park, but it had like a parkour section, spring floor, etc. And there were a
Right.
lot of people who were watching me. Uh, it felt kind of weird because they were like, "Oh, that's Christian, yo, yo," all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, I'm just a regular guy. I'm no better than you or you. I just do like, I just do jumps. And it was weird for some time, but after that, like people realized I'm just a normal guy, and I like to keep it this way.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
I don't really enjoy being in the spotlight that much. Honestly, it, I just like to train with people. I go to the competitions because it's like another opportunity to live off of parkour, and it's pretty hard to live off of it. So I'm taking it, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. You sound
Because
like
I
a
feel like
tourist.
I I remember I was asking myself that question if I could live off of parkour without doing the competitions, if I would do them. I was like, sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes for the fun of it, but not every contest.
Yeah.
Would you ever get into things like World Chase Tag?
No,
Good question. No, eh?
More
and
of
I'm
a
not really interested.
style, in like more style type of competitions,
Mm, what
like
do you mean? I think.
Red Bull, where it's more like more flip
Yeah,
based rather than just
yeah, I
the
like it more this
athleticism,
way. Yeah.
or not
Is
athleticism, but
is
yeah.
Airwhip done? Are they did they just take a hiatus or are they no more?
Yeah, I think it's done, but I'm not really sure. But
Yeah,
I
that's,
think it's done.
yeah, that
It
was a
was a
good
fun event. Yeah.
it was a good setup. I really enjoyed it. It was really the difficulties were there, and if someone had enough flow, they could make it really look like really easy on film, right? Yeah.
It was a pretty nice setup, and it was super soft, like really really soft. It didn't look like
Really,
maybe, but it was
No.
really yeah. I love jumping in wood. It's
Oh.
like the best floor
that's true. I
for me.
guess it still has give to it,
Mhm.
Mm,
not like the concrete.
yeah,
So saying that, do you prefer training indoor or out there?
outdoor,
Yeah, you
definitely
do.
outdoor. Yeah, but not too much on concrete. Like I hate it, honestly.
Interesting, yeah. Just
Well,
because of like,
it's something you can't do a lot.
Yeah, I just don't like the impact.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say, yeah.
the gyms are great for really, you can refine those skills without too much, without the worry of the
Mm,
impact as much, right?
yeah, that's true.
That's why I always recommend trampolines for
Oh
people with
yeah.
air awareness.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's great. Trampolines are great, and then you don't really have to worry about. Well, you don't have to worry about landing on concrete.
Yeah, I used to train on trampolines a bit, but then after like I started to feel a bit of my ankle, a bit of my back, I was like, nope,
Yeah, the
let's stop it.
compression.
Yeah, I just
Mm,
they are fun, but that's it for me. Like,
You can also bounce wrong too if you. So ankles can
yeah,
be rolled really easily, and yeah, all that stuff.
yeah, but for air awareness, they're amazing. Like, I definitely can say that they helped me a lot with like double flips and stuff because I learned how to spot the ground
Okay.
in the air on trampolines, and now I can like adapt it to let's say swing gainers and like double side flips
Exactly.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I'd agree 100%. Hey, Christian, do you think that you would ever travel to Canada?
For sure, one day.
Yeah. You promise to let us host you when you come to Winnipeg?
I know.
We're super chill, man. We're super chill.
Wait, is there an APC happening in Canada?
Tom, would
That's
you
in
like
that's always in Vancouver. So
Yeah.
it's 3 provinces over. It's
to the west? Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know if that's, I mean, just because of all the COVID stuff still going on in the world, I don't know when the next, fingers crossed for next summer.
Yeah. Let's hope. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Hope that
definitely want to
everything.
come to that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we got your back, yo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great to have you out in Winnipeg. We don't get a lot of people out here.
It's actually a hidden gem. There's a lot of good, solid training grounds here outdoors. It doesn't get utilized enough, but I think that you would like I said about that speed bump. I think you'd make our places, make your little bitch or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
They have like a big parkour community there.
no, there's
Ed's gone through a lot of changes over the
yeah.
years. Like it started back in like 2005 here,
I'm
so
trying
it's
to
kind
bring
of
it
like
back.
old school. And it's gotten really big sometimes, and now it's a little quieter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially with, I think a lot of places right now are quieter just
Yeah, sure.
after this whole pandemic thing.
Mm.
Kind of slowed things down.
It seemed like Ninja Warrior had really brought out parkour around here. So it's like Tom and I worked at a gym. We did both. We incorporated Ninja Warrior and parkour, and we really tried to drive the parkour more than Ninja Warrior, right? Because one's a game show and one's actually like, see how far you can like make yourself go in your journey, right, and not hit a buzzer kind of thing. That's my feelings on it. Anyway, so.
Yeah.
So, but we feel like we missed out on a lot of people from like our age group to like the younger generation, and it's like Tom and I have started this company to like try and give more awareness to parkour and its abilities, like in life and just in general. So, trying to do something here. So, maybe in a year or so, it might be a big enough community to host someone like you.
Yeah. Where do you see parkour going in like 5 years down the road? And where would you like to be at that point?
I can't even imagine, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like the level is changing so much from one year to the other. It's really hard to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is crazy. It does seem just when you think it's like it can't get any better, it gets better.
Yeah. But I kind of feel like I like it how it is. So we have the competitions for people who like to attend it. We have the jams for people who want to go there. And that's pretty cool. Like I like it this way.
Yeah, I agree.
More
Do you think
jams.
it could ever, well, maybe TV is just getting outdated now, but maybe more online streaming type things, more viewership things. Do you think that'd be a good thing for parkour to have that type of pro athlete where you have millions of people watching you?
I think you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah.
because I don't really watch that much parkour online. Like I don't really watch that many videos. I know Storer is like really really big right now, which
Yeah,
is
they are.
fucking sick. But
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on there. So I think you should ask somebody else.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Well, now we know that though, right? Like have a really good ability to, I guess, just you can focus on your own thing a lot.
I have this like weird phases, let's say. Like I will watch parkour every single day for like 2 months, and then I won't watch it like really long time. Let's say few hours a day even. But then I have this phase where I don't watch anything for like 6 months or something. Just like some Instagram stuff.
Yeah, get it.
Or
Yeah.
if there's like any really cool videos coming out. Like recently, I don't know if you watched it, Matthias Meyer posted a new YouTube video, which is pretty fucking dope.
Oh, cool. Check it
No.
out.
Yeah, definitely recommend that.
Thank you.
And I watched some stuff from my friends, but maybe parkour could like, how do you call it? definitely could gain from like more online presence. Like Storer does the videos. It has like a lot of videos, so people definitely want to watch it. And probably there's like a lot of people starting parkour
Hmm.
just from watching Storers, and that's
Right.
pretty sick. If we can
Yeah.
get more people into parkour, that's sweet.
I like your agenda.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I really do. That's my agenda too.
I mean,
Everyone,
that's the goal, right? Yeah, get people
Yeah.
in, have more people to have fun with, right?
like older people, younger people, people that want to condition in a different way, change their lifestyle. Maybe
Yeah.
their lifestyle is sedentary and they always wanted to do something but never knew how.
Mm.
And then they just start flowing and, they show up on the scene.
Do you want to do some top fives here, maybe? Or hey, Christy, you got
Yeah.
anything else before that?
No, I think I blasted him with all my questions in the
Yeah, yeah.
first 15 minutes.
Yeah, I've been really awesome about just like us just throwing stuff at you here.
Yeah, I guess we want to start with like where your top 5 favorite places to train in the world, or would like to train, or haven't been to yet, or the place where you want to go to all the time. Could be indoor, outdoor, wherever.
Oh, that's a lot of top fives.
Yeah.
Which one should I focus on?
Well,
So which top 5?
well, so just like that, where if like you've been to an outdoor spot, that's your top one out of like indoor or outdoor. If it's like you want to go to I don't know.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and like in no order, I would
Yeah.
say
Yes.
I really loved Santorini, and
Mm.
Really, that
it's
was
like
special.
I'm trying to go there every year for like a week, so it's just time for myself. And I love driving quads. It's pretty fun and sick.
Really? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do this and I train a lot there. So Santorini. Mm, let me think if I have like any specific spot. Can't really think of any. I've never been to IMAX, but
Really?
yeah, like never. But it
Does
doesn't
it
really
interest
sound
you?
that. No, not really.
Huh.
Yeah. No, it doesn't seem like it does.
It's like it's pretty sick from what I can see on the videos, and if I somehow end up there, that's pretty cool.
Mm.
But it's not like my goal or something.
Right.
I really love to train at like small weird spots, which you wouldn't really call a spot, but it is. I don't know how to
Cool.
even
No, I
answer
get
that.
you.
Like
That
one
makes
rail
sense though.
or something. So I really love these kind of spots. I love to train on parkour parks. They're pretty sweet. Because I really love to swing on bars.
Mm.
Mm. Oh, I know which one I would love to visit. There is like one in Germany called Red City, I think.
I think I've
Uh,
heard of it.
it's
Is that what it
pretty
is?
famous one. It's like a lot
Yeah.
of walls. Fuck, I don't even know how to describe it in English. It's pretty sick spot. Red City.
Yeah.
You can Google and definitely find it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sick.
hmm, what else? I don't know. I would love to visit the one of the Tempest gyms,
Oh yeah.
but I think they just closed the one that I wanted to go to.
Oh, dang. That was
Mm.
everyone's favorite, I think.
Yeah. What was that? That South Bay one.
Mm.
Then I think that would be it. I really enjoy
Cool.
just like having group of friends going around the city without any specific plan and like, oh, this is sick. Let's jump there. I really like this way.
This guy's a
That's what it's all
purist.
about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get me some shoes. Let's go outside. Yeah. You got the next one, Tom?
Sure. Well, when you are going through your hardcore, parkour watching phases,
Mm.
who are your favorite people to watch? Like top fives. Just
Oh, there's
favorite.
so
I know it's going to be impossible to narrow down because there's so many good people to watch, but
many. Okay. I always loved watching Pasha. Pasha is pretty sick.
It really is.
Then Shade Zlat,
oh yeah,
from Russia. He's been like almost like every time I go through my phase of watching parkour, he's on the list.
Nice.
Then
True.
we have Matthias Meyer. He's pretty sick as well. Mm, there's one guy from Poland, Kamil Półtorak. I can write it down on the chat so you can Google it.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
please.
sure.
He's been pretty sick. I organized like a small contest in Poland, online contest, like Tempest, and he won. He's like really, really good.
Oh,
And the
nice.
way he moves is just unique. Like you won't find anybody who moves like he does.
Nice.
Damn.
Who else? Let me think.
That's a pretty good recommendation coming from a Red Bull winner.
Mm.
He's my friend as well.
Yeah.
Big.
Right on, props.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didi.
Oh,
Didi's
yeah.
Of
pretty
course,
sick.
yeah. Good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
solid.
And I really like watching Dom because I never know how he's gonna land, and it's pretty sick.
That's a good one. Good way
Right?
to put it.
And he does some crazy stuff. Yeah.
He's always smiling. He's always smiling.
Yes, I think that would be my top 5.
Good. Solid. I like that.
Wow.
That was maybe 6. That doesn't matter.
Is Dom a person you got to train with?
Yeah, he's
Or-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I spent with him like a few days in Thailand, few days here and there, and then we spent like a week in Frankfurt with him and Jason and Valtteri. It's been pretty fun. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Do you find that the challenges you're doing are just that you guys want to do are a lot different? Like you seem to be more of a flow kind of guy.
Dom definitely do some flow training, but not much. Like I can't really say because I didn't spend that much time with him, but he do a lot of big jumps, and I'm like,
Yeah.
not big jumps kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's like,
I
yeah,
love that
okay.
everyone has their style.
But I remember that
fun.
one thing when we were in Thailand, he had his foot fucked up for some reason. I can't really remember. And then we were walking down the stairs, and he was like, "Yo, let's jump off these stairs!" What? And he just jumped off of them, and he's like, "Oh fuck, my foot hurts a bit."
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's pretty
So
crazy, but
subliminal. Yeah.
he's a nice guy. Yeah.
Just triggered by jumps, huh?
Yeah. He's training a lot, like
Yeah,
a
he
lot.
is. Literally unbreakable.
Mm.
Yeah. That's where that titanium ankles come in, right, Tom?
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, let's do the last one. So, the sage advice. Sage advice is like, what would you give somebody either coming into parkour or someone that's been into it for a while? What would be something that you could give to somebody saying, like, if you're going to train parkour, this is my sage advice to you?
I think it would be just have fun with it. Remember why you started training. I think that's the one. Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of people start training just for fun. They have a lot of fun with it, and then they put a lot of pressure on themselves to get better, and they don't enjoy training that much because, let's say, they want to be the best or they want to win every contest. And I think it's not the point. Like, what worked for me was that I always loved training, and I never forgot why I was training, and all the stuff like the competitions, the jobs and stuff. They just came after I put a lot of work. So just
Awesome.
remember why you started training, have fun with it, and go 100%.
Gave me
Awesome.
goosebumps, yo.
Yeah.
You really did. Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate you. And thank you once again for coming on to the Sage podcast, CubeCast. Can you come back another time, maybe?
Why not? Thank you for inviting me here. It was fun.
Right on. Yeah, we're pretty chill, hey?
Yeah. We're all right. We're all right.
Can do one more. Why not?
Okay, cool. Right on. Well,
Yeah, it's been great talking to you. Like, you're so, I don't know, down to earth. Like, it's great, you have the just super humble about everything. It's pretty crazy.
yeah, it's nice and refreshing.
Yeah, I guess if people aren't already following you, what's your Instagram, or do you have other ways or other things besides Instagram that you use for people to look you up on?
You have a .com, that's right.
Yeah, I have this like for jobs and stuff.
That's wicked. I love it.
I do YouTube, but it's mostly Polish, and I do it when I feel like it. I
Mm-hmm.
just do Instagram. I don't like any other platform that much. Like I tried TikTok, but it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Good. Cool.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. So Instagram will do.
Sweet.
Right on.
I'll include those links in the description of the show for anyone interested. Definitely go check out all that stuff. It's mind blowing.
Yeah. If you want to go down a rabbit hole,
crazy.
this is the hole that you want to go chasing rabbits down. Like you'll get lost in years and years of Christian's work.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll say our fake goodbyes here and say thanks to everyone for listening. Thanks again, Krystian.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Christian. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.